Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another Let's Play Mass Effect 3. I am your host, Tim McKernan. This is part 36. Um, but it's kind of sad. So, what happened was, I decided to play this today, and I finished the game, and then my computer hard locked up. Like, I haven't seen a computer lock up like that in a very long time. There was nothing I could do. I had to restart it, and unfortunately, we have a save file now that is basically right at the end. So it is the final sequence, so you get to see how the story ends. I'm just going to tell you quickly how, excuse me, how what you missed, which isn't much. So at the end of episode 35, there was that fight and in the street, and that was a hard fight. I was actually struggling with that quite a bit. So I went through that. You fire some rockets at the Reaper, and the Reaper then dies. You get sucked up into the Citadel, and from there, you. I'm going to resume the game. Well, let's do it this way. Let's get the loading going. Um, you get sucked up into the Citadel. You meet Anderson, and you find out that the Elusive Man basically, yeah, it was his plan the whole time to have control over the Reapers. And you can't talk him out of that. You end up killing him. And after that, you kind of go to a different area of the Citadel because the Crucible has docked with it. The fleets were able to protect it and bring it in. Um, you're able to bring it up and you talk to basically the AI running everything, running the Citadel. So I'm going to just do this. This is what we're going to look at while I talk. Then we'll watch the end together. Um, and he basically gives you a couple options. He's like, listen, here's the reason this is happening, right? So the reason this is happening is organic societies will eventually develop synthetics, and those synthetics will eventually wipe out all organics, and that shouldn't be the case. So what this is, the Reapers come out every 50,000 years, and I thought about that. I don't know if I made a comment about this earlier or not, but um, 50,000, what an odd thing, right? Like, why peg that to 50,000 times the Earth goes around the sun, you know? That's just so odd. Like, it's just something, like, you don't really think about. Like, if this were real, there's almost no way it would link up in any kind of significant way to the way we keep track of our time. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Um, so these Reapers come every 50,000 years to cull, basically, the strongest civilizations because they're about ready to create their own AIs that will then eventually rebel and wipe out all organic life. And this way, the young life still gets a chance. That's basically it. Um, and I guess I buy that. That makes sense. So you get two options. You get option A is to wipe out the Reapers, and option B, which is what I chose and where the save point picks up, is basically become the Queen Borg and take control of the Reapers. So I just watched this ending, and we're gonna watch it all together, and I'll give my snarky comment. So here we go. So yeah, you got pretty messed up in some fights, but it's just such a damn shame the computer crashed. I swear, it's just, man, I wanted to finish this long series on a good note, and I don't have a save file, so I'm not replaying the whole game for this, for like the 10 minutes that we missed. So I really apologize about that, but there's not much I can do about it. So that's basically the intelligence that's controlling everything. It looks like that little boy we saw at the beginning. There's our sweetheart.
All fleets, the Crucible is armed. Disengage and head to the rendezvous point. I repeat, disengage and get the hell out of here.
Edie's trying to interrupt him.
We
Edie.
must leave the system.
Oh yeah, and that last sequence that we didn't see, um, a lot of those little truck things were blowing up all the time. It was pretty funny. It was like anytime one of those trucks was on screen, it was gonna blow up. Sayonara. Man, I wouldn't want to be punched by that thing. Let's get out of here, man. I love the hinges on the Citadel. Look how big those things are. This thing's going caca cuckoo. Come on, Joker. You can do it. Yeah, again, I just feel so embarrassed that my computer crashed and I couldn't show you guys the steps up until this point. It might feel a little anticlimactic, but apologize for that. I really do. I really wish that hadn't have happened because you've put some time into watching this series. I've put some time into playing this series. I'm sorry, guys. But you didn't miss much. You really didn't. They just always find an M-class planet. They're just everywhere. Is this atmosphere good for our breathing? Yep. Warm enough? Yep. Hot stuff? She wasn't even checking her feet as she walked down those stones, man. That's some really good control. Sorry, that's the switch trying to go to sleep, darken. I'll keep touching things so it doesn't do that.
Eternal, infinite, immortal.
I am
The
Borg.
woman I was used these words. But only now do I truly understand them. And only now do I understand the full extent of her sacrifice. Through her death, I was created. Through my birth, her thoughts are freed. They guide me now. Give me reason. Direction. Just as she gave direction to the ones who followed her.
Guy's smoking.
The ones who helped her achieve her purpose. Now my purpose.
One guy's posing for a selfie.
To give the many hope for a future. To ensure that all have a voice in their future.
Aw, baby Krogan. Baby Krogan.
The woman I was knew that she could only achieve this by becoming something greater. There is power in control. There is wisdom in harnessing
That's
the
our boys,
strengths
the
of
Geth.
many. I will rebuild what the many have lost. I will create a future with limitless possibilities. I will protect and sustain. I will act as guardian for the many. And throughout it all, I will never forget.
Chris Rock?
I will remember the ones who sacrificed themselves. So that the many could survive.
Chris Rock was part of this? I think he must be in one of the Mass Effects 1 or 2 or something. We probably wrote him out when we did episode 00, choosing our backstory. Upper right hand corner, someone named Grunt.
And I will watch over the ones who live on. Those who carry the memory of the woman I once was. The woman who gave up her life to become the one who could save the many.
Good job, Shepard. Not a bad ending. Okay, so let's talk about the game a little bit. So firstly, thanks so much for watching this series. I do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. I really do. It's I've been doing this now about 6 months, and I'm not sure how long I'll be doing it for, but you know, I'm still having fun. And I want to get back to doing a couple of shorter games. You know, this took me about a month to get through this one, so that's quite a bit of effort. But I chose this game because there's lots for me to talk about, right? So you gotta somehow put yourself in my perspective, which is I got a monologue for 30 hours, something like that. If I start up a game like this, like, you know, I think it might just be a personal preference, but if I'm gonna watch a Let's Play, in my mind, I'm gonna want to watch, and I'm gonna want to feel like I'm in there hanging out. And I know it's a one-way communication, but I want you to feel like you're here hanging out, you know? And this is just whatever's going on in your life, at least you can do this. You can hang out, chill out, watch someone play a game. So I don't like doing games where I'm not talking. I think that doesn't make any sense to me. Unless you're speed running or really, really talented, which I'm not. So, okay, I gotta find a game that I can talk for 30 hours about. This is a good game for that because there's lots of choices. And the other thing I really like and I can appreciate about this game is that it's voice acted, right? So it's a modern game, and well, it's almost a decade old, but I mean, it does its talking, so I don't have to constantly be reading everything, and that's also nice. It's got action. Um, there's enough kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Hyperbole, I guess. There's enough pseudo seriousness that you can throw down snarky comments as much as you wish, you know. So it's a good game for that. yeah, let me know what you think. What do you think about this game? Is this the kind of game that makes for a good Let's Play? I thought it did, and I enjoyed the game. I would say if you're playing this for yourself, you can definitely get in deeper into the exploration of the planets and scanning things and really spending the time to read the things. I think the most enjoyment you're going to get out of a game is if you really allow yourself to get fully immersed in it. And this game is pretty wide like that. It's deep and it's wide. And so if you really want to get into this universe, it's totally possible to do so, and that's fun. That's exciting. I would recommend you play it on the Wii U. I think the Wii U has. I also have this on PlayStation 3. Other than you can't carry your exact character through, I think this is the best version of it. I like the way it handles on the Wii U. I really like the integration of the Wii U gamepad. My biggest disappointment with this game, I gotta say, man, it's that sniper rifle. So, I spent like 15 hours, probably half the game, maybe even more than half the game, saving up for that gun. I had to buy some things here or there, but saving up for that gun. And that gun was just not that good. It just didn't make sense. I mean, relative to the cost of any other gun out there, it just didn't hit. So, I don't know. I mean, if that's my biggest complaint, I gonna give it probably a 9 out of 10. Um, I like science fiction. I like the characters. We probably could have talked to the characters a lot more. Um, there might have been more things we could have done with Ensign Trainer, our girlfriend in the game. Yeah, lots of options, lots of choices. I mean, it's a sci-fi choose your own adventure, and hopefully, I don't know, you agree with some of my choices, or maybe you hate some of them, I don't know. Or maybe you don't mind my choice but hate my justification, whatever it is. But at any rate, I think at this point I'm going to let the credits roll out, and I'm going to stop talking. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you like this kind of stuff, feel free to subscribe, check out what I'm up to next. I'm going to probably do a bunch of little games for a while, and then think about something big again. But yeah, wherever you are, however you are, hope you're well, stay well, because it's a crazy world out there, man. Sometimes it's alright to just hang out and just get lost in a little fantasy. Take it easy. Bye for now.
Did that all really happen?
Yes, but some of the details have been lost in time. It all happened so very long ago.
When can I go to the stars?
One day, my sweet.
What will be there?
Anything you can imagine. Our galaxy has billions of stars. Each of those stars could have many worlds. Every world could be home to a different form of life. And every life is a special story of its own.
Tell me another story about the shepherd.
It's getting late, but okay. One more story.